What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where today I have something that we don't normally see as far as spec goes in the Maserati lineup. Now, I know my last Levante video was a GT, the white one. It was very optioned out. We took it for a drive. Yes, I know. But this is a spec. These color combos, these colorways are not something that we normally have on the channel. I might have had this on the channel once, maybe twice before. Nero Rebelle, yellow calipers, all right, the wheel type, which I'll tell you about, and Cuyo interior. This is something we don't normally see. And there's no Nerissimo package on this one, so there's no blackout spec. It's really classic chrome luxury Maserati for this Levante GT behind me for the 2022 model year. So I had to show it off to you here at Maserati Alfa Romeo of Daytona Beach to see if you guys enjoy this spec as much as I do, because listen, I appreciate the class of this. And it's a very kind of, I don't want to say personalized, but very specific colorway that some might enjoy and some will, just as I do. So I want to see if you guys are on the same boat, riding the same wave as me on this Maserati Levante GT. Now, if you guys haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, because when you subscribe, I get more opportunities to get more beautiful Levantes like the one right behind me here. All right, guys, so check out this spec. Wow, the Nero Rebelle right now is shining in the Florida sun. Look at all of the sparkles in that paint. That is just incredible. Let's get a little closer, you guys can see it. Look at that. This paint is definitely one of those paints that's really worth it. It's not a normal black by any means, as you guys can see. And this is a spec we don't normally see too often, with yellow calipers and Cuyo interior. I mean, this is a really different spec and I really do enjoy it, which is why I had to bring another GT to you guys, because I know my last Levante video was a GT, but I couldn't help bringing this one to you just to show off the cool spec. And it's just barely cheaper than the previous GT when that one was at $99,000. But we'll go over the sticker of this so you can see exactly how to option out this exact spec, just in case you guys want it in your garage. But wow, let's keep going through this thing and just check it out in its full entirety. You guys know what's going on under here. Twin turbo, 3-liter V6, all right, 345 horsepower, and you have a top speed of 156 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 5.8, paired to the ZF transmission. So what we're used to for Maserati when it comes to the entry-level motors. But if you guys watched my last video, you'll know that this makes some noise. Obviously, I'm going to make it make some noise right now for you guys with a couple of blips and a cold start, so you can just kind of get a testament. But if you want to hear some driving impressions, definitely watch my last Levante GT video, because, I mean, it screams. And it's still a bargain for what you get. It still smiles per miles, even though it's an entry-level engine. Again, we're moving towards ICE going away, you know, and we're going to be hybrid and electric only. So we have to appreciate these while they're here. And that was my way of doing it in the last video. This is my way of doing it now. Now, I'm really glad I just did a close-up of that paint, because the clouds don't want to agree with us today as we have some overcast. Doesn't look like it's gonna be doing too much here for us on the visual side, but at least you got to see the Nero Rebelle paint up close and personal before I actually started, you know, doing the walk around overview now. So you guys know what this paint does. I mean, obviously it's no standard black, and it really shines, but this is a good way for you to see how it would look with no sun on it. So it does almost look like a normal black, just like this, but then when you add the sun to it, but then it starts to sing a different song. Now, what's very refreshing about this spec is that, again, it's not a sporty spec with a Nerissimo blackout package, all right? It's a sporty spec with luxury features. So the sportiness of this really comes from the wheels, which we'll get into in just a moment. But obviously, the luxury side of it is all the chrome, all right? So what you're used to from Maserati is chrome. So up front, big chrome slats on the grille with the matte inserts, all right? And then you have, obviously, the big trident for level 2 ADAS, chrome strip going over the top. The insignia done in blue and white. All right, that was new for 2022. Then you have your headlights, full LEDs, not the matrix LEDs. All right, keep in mind that that has to be an option. These are not optional with matrix LEDs. Around the fog light, you have chrome trim. The last Levante we had, black trim. So again, the chrome really shows out here. Then you have, with the GT Sport package, the big aggressive front fascia, all right? So the GT Sport package gives it that Grand Sport style front bumper, all right? So vertical slats done in black. It would be interesting to see those in chrome to match the whole aspect here, but they just do them in black. And then you have the big open grille, big open mouth for the GT Sport package. So that GT Sport package that's on this gives you the wheels, the front fascia, the rear diffuser, everything that kind of makes it sportier. So that's why I say it's a sport package, but at the same time, the chrome gives it its luxury aspect or luxurious aspect. Let's talk about the wheels, because you don't normally get these on a GT, but this is part of the GT Sport package, 21-inch Helio wheels. Now, what makes these Helio wheels special is obviously the giallo brake calipers. Yes, yellow with the black script there. Now you can barely see the black script, but you know it says Maserati there. Brembo brakes here. I would have loved to see the drilled rotors for aesthetic reasons, but obviously since this is the lower horsepower variant for the engine, you do not get the drilled rotors. You only get it in the Modena version or Modena S, or obviously the Trofeo, but it still looks good. We'll take a step back so you can see it. Remember, in sport mode, it drops the suspension a little bit. We have air ride suspension, so we can raise it and we can lower it. We've done that in plenty of videos, but it'll make these 21-inch wheels look a little different when it's a little lower and when it's a little higher. So this is sport mode right now, and I think you can drop it a little bit more. I don't think it drops it all the way, but you can see the kind of profile, the wheel well, the gap and everything in between on this ride height. But yeah, these 21-inch wheels look incredible. And obviously, why not the Scorpion Verde tires? I mean, you know, it's a given with Maserati and Pirellis. But again, with the Urcale and the MC20, they're looking at Bridgestone tires. So just to keep that in mind, if you do like the Pirellis, you know, obviously all these Maserati models come with it. But love this wheel, love the spec of the calipers. Just looks really good on the spec in general. Now, of course, showing you this at GT, we do have the GT badge on the front fender with the 3 portholes done in bright chrome. As you guys can see, since there's no blackout in the Racimo package on here, we have chrome door handles instead of body colored. Same with the window moldings. Instead of them being blacked out, they're done in chrome. All right, no roof rails on this model, but we do still have the big panel roof up there, which turns the roof entirely glass. All right, you do have on the C-pillar here, the classic Maserati insignia done in bright chrome. All right, and then we carry on to the rear. Everything in bright chrome when it comes to the insignia there for Maserati, for the Levante badge as well, and for your exhaust tips, bright chrome as well. Again, we don't get to see this. It's become a very rare obsolete model because everything gets normally a black package on it these days. So it's kind of refreshing to see some chrome on these cars. Boomerang tails, can't forget about those. You'll see those illuminated shortly. All right, rear diffuser done in black. All right, you also have your honeycomb grille around the exhaust tips. All right, and again, your GT rear bumper, all right, our GT package rear bumper. So again, taking a look at it from the back here, it definitely, you can tell where the GT package really comes into play, you know, because it just gives it a more aggressive look and sportier look overall. But I do enjoy the chrome on here. It's just, again, a refreshing look. Magic fuel economy numbers: 18, 16, 22. 18 combined city and highway, 16 city, 22 miles per gallon on the highway. Probably better in ice mode and cruise control. All right, so you're on the highway, cruise control, you're in ice mode, you'll probably see a little bit more than 22, but at the same time, it is a twin turbo V6, all right, so it's gonna hog up a little gas. So keep that in mind, because premium fuel only, it's gonna add up. And why can't I close the door? I'm a klutz, sorry guys. We're in the back, opening up the trunk there. You can see power lift gate for the boot or the trunk, however you wanna say it. 60-40 rear split, what we've seen before. Feet down the center. All right, we do have our floor mats here. Cargo mats, keep everything nice and clean with the big trident there. All right, we got straps on each side. We do have our privacy shade, as you guys can see here. Keep everything closed off. All right, and then you can see our buttons to close and lock the tailgate. And obviously I gotta do this every time because, again, very functional to just lift this up, use the hook there, and then voila, we have our false floor that can hold some tools. All right, so as you guys can see, got a Levante bag there. We got our front plate kit, just in case you need to mount a front plate. We don't require front plates here in Florida. I'm sure if you've seen any Shmi 150s videos, he'll say that for his GT500. And as you guys can see, under that false floor, which is very light, guys. I'm doing this with the camera in my hand, one hand. You know, spare tire, jack, tools, tire inflate kit, battery, everything stowed away. And it's just easy. You just fit it back into its space, just like that. Again, one of the best layouts as far as functionality and capacity in this market. It's just, they've been doing it for so long. Love Maserati for that. Guys, check out this interior. Cuyo leather, tan, Nero, black, aluminum, self-explanatory, Alcantara pillars and headliner, and open pore radical wood trim. What a class act in the spec. Big panel roof, up top as you guys can see. This is just a great place to be. We do have our naturally drilled leather seats, embossed trident for this one. The drilled leather seats are heated and cooled. You also have a heated steering wheel here as well. Maserati MIA system for the touchscreen, Mia. We know all about that. Not the biggest size. Obviously, the Ghibli and Quattroporte are 10.1. I believe this is an 8.4. But still, you know, it's still a great place to be. But wow, what do you guys think about the interior of this? Just don't mind my drink there. This looks really good. Now, it's going to start raining in a quick moment here, so I just want to show this off really quickly, you know, so we can get some shots of everything while it still looks fantastic. I mean, again, I really just want to show off this spec today. It's just not something we see normally in Maserati specs that I've had on the channel, okay? So this is one to where you guys know everything that the Levante does, and you guys have seen it inside and out, but really I wanted to appreciate this spec today. Hopefully you guys appreciate it as much as I do, because wow, this is just a great place to be. It's just very classy, and I love all the trims together. This is the best way you'll see all the trims together. With the Cuyo, all right, with the open pore radical wood trim, aluminum there as well, and Nero. That's how you kind of get just a great visual of the contrastings between the specs here. Just, this is a great setup. So we'll go over that sticker shortly, just to kind of show you what we're looking at here. But great place to be. Again, if you guys need to dig further into the Levante, everything it can do, you know, like the Mia system here with, you know, the surround view camera and all that good stuff. You know, all the technology and stuff. Just dig into my other Maserati Levante videos, like the previous video. But yeah, this is just, it's a great place. I'm loving it. What do you guys think about this interior spec? Now, keep in mind with Maserati this year, well, soft closed doors is not standard, so no soft closed doors there. But still, the B-pillar sticks to the B-pillar. But on the Grecale, the only reason why I'm bringing that up, on the Grecale, the B-pillar comes with it. So again, we'll do that in a comparison with the Grecale. Still dual pane windows here. As you guys can see, they have some tint to them. And in the rear, if I were to jump in, I was sitting at a very comfortable space up front. And as you guys can see, I have tons of leg room here for being 5'10", all right? Tons of lighting from that panel roof. As you guys can see here, we do have our USB plugins, our HVAC vents, nets on the back of the Cuyo interior. You know, Cuyo leather all throughout, drilled leather as well. Aluminum, all right, open pore radical wood trim. I mean, all the same flavors that you're used to, plus some cup holders and a center feed through. What you expect in the back of a Levante. Tons of room, capable and practical. While the sun is finding a little spot to peek out from, let's just take a look at it from the side profile. Looks really good. A lot more aggressive than the Grecale. Again, I feel like, you know, my last video I talked about the comparisons between the Grecale and Levante, and I can't wait to have them side by side so you guys can see them together. But you can tell the Levante obviously has the size on it, but it also has the aggressive looks versus the Grecale. But the Grecale, well, it can stand its own when it comes to technology. and overall fit and finish, build quality, and everything new that Maserati is implementing for its next lineup. So the new DNA there versus the old DNA, I mean, some things you're gonna like, some things you won't like, but I have a feeling that, you know, people will still appreciate the Levante for everything it is, but people might steer towards the Grecale. Who knows? So let's take a look at the lights all illuminated. Now keep in mind that there's no matrix LED light on this model, okay? But you do have a full LED for the headlights and taillights. So it's still an LED, all right? And you still have your LED running light there, as you guys can see. You have your fog lamp illuminated as well, but it's not the full matrix LEDs where that is an option. Still looks great. Turn signal there on the side of the mirror. And then the rear tails in the boomerang flavor with the turn indicators on. See how it all looks illuminated? I really love that look. Very menacing from behind as well as up front. All right guys, so let's go inside and check out the sticker, see what it's gonna cost us exactly to have a beautiful Maserati like this Levante here today in this spec. So here we are. And straight from the sticker, we're looking at a Nero Rebelle in Cuyo Maserati Levante GT for 2022 with a starting price of $84,700. Now, after our additional options, and we know we have a few of them, we're looking at an end price of $98,006 after an $1,195 destination with $300 preparation and delivery. Now, I told you it was a little bit cheaper than the other white GT Levante I just did, just by $1,000, but hey, that's still cheaper, all right? So look at what we got for options, all right? So our driver assistance package, $1,700 for everything you see there. GT Sport package, and I brought that up a couple times here, $3,290 for that package, all right? But that's not our most expensive one. We do also have the open port wood trim, $1,200, the Mica $1,200 paint with that shine in it, all right, and the full natural drill leather seats that I am sitting my nice tush on, $3,500. That's going to be your biggest option with the gloss yellow brake calipers or giallo calipers, $500. Now you also get traffic sign recognition, active driver assist, ventilated front seats, and your accessories, Levante accessories for $421. Then you add everything you get standard, like the ACE-BZF, like the active air suspension, full LED heads and tails. You also get beautiful things like a dual pane panoramic sunroof. That is standard, which is awesome. Let me see, I'm not doing this right. Here we go. Make sure you guys zoom in and slow it down and everything so you can see all of this up close. I was trying to keep the sun on it. Maybe I need to go further back. There we go. And do it like that so you guys can see everything here that you get standard. So if you don't want to add a lot of those options and you want to save the money, you're going to save yourself at least $6,000 there by just doing everything that you see here on this side. All right, so you guys can see all that. What do you guys think? I enjoy this spec very much. For $98 for an entry-level model, I know it's a little bit more expensive than you would like, but I think it comes with some great perks in order to have what you have in this specific car. I think 98 is where it should be, I think, in that general aspect. All right, guys, so what did you think about this 2022 Levante GT Nero Rebelle with the Mica paint, all right, giallo calipers, Cuyo interior with the open pore radical wood trim? I mean, wow, this looks insane. I had to show it off again. Very classic Maserati, something we don't normally see on the channel with a lot of specs that come in, especially in this day and age. A lot of people are going for the blackout trims, the sportier trims, stuff like that. So if you guys did enjoy this video today, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, because when you give the video a like, it helps get it up in the rankings. More people can see it, and we have a bigger opportunity to talk about this Maserati Levante GT. Now, with that said, if you guys love what I do here, want to help further support the channel, always check the links down in the description below, where I have a one-time link donation for my PayPal, my Cash App, my Venmo, and my Patreon, just in case you guys want to donate an extra $1 or $2 to the channel. I appreciate that extra love and support, guys. Thank you so much. Now, you guys can also check out the Rise merch in case you guys want long sleeve shirts, tank tops, t-shirts, stickers, and make sure you guys check me out on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. See everything I'm posting: Ferrari, Maserati, Alfa Romeo, and Fiat. just in case it doesn't make it here to the channel. Now make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, but click that notification bell so you don't miss one video. And with that said, you guys be blessed, have a great day, and we'll talk to you guys in the next Ron's Rise video. Peace.